everybody, it's Femtrooper. I'm back and we're doing a pickups video. So it has been a very busy summer and just haven't had the time to do a video lately. It's really bad, shame on me, but I'm back. And we're doing a video today, and I actually was just on vacation for just over 2 weeks. We did a road trip down to Los Angeles for the reason right here. I can show you my cool t-shirt. You obviously can see that. There's more. It's kind of hard to see. Kind of feeling a little weird there. Anyway, as you can see, I went to John Williams, and wow. I can't do it justice. This isn't a video to rant about that, but, you know, here's my 30 seconds on it. John Williams has been one of my favorite musical artists, since I was a little kid. I was like that kid wanting John Williams' greatest hits, you know, on CD kind of thing. Like, I was always into movie scores. I'm a huge movie score buff, like huge. I'm not just like somebody who goes, oh yeah, Star Wars or something. Like, I legitimately really like movie scores. And also I do like instrumental music. I was in band as a teenager, you know, played several instruments, really into it, blah, blah, blah. So John Williams, just huge musical hero to me. I never thought I'd ever see John Williams conduct an orchestra. That was one of those things where it's like, well, yeah, right. And we made it happen. We decided to, we could have flown last time. I've flown to LA, but we thought, we did a road trip to Vegas like 7 years ago, and I thought, let's do it again. So yeah, we drove down to LA, and super fun. And in a nutshell, I'm in the car and we're going to John Williams that day, and I was like, oh my God, you know, I'm really excited and all this stuff. And I said to my husband, I'm like, hey, wouldn't it be funny or, ooh, you know, maybe Steven Spielberg will be there. And Steven Spielberg was there. So sort of hard to get my brain around this. You know, I've told a lot of people about it, and I'm like, I can't sort of believe it. It just doesn't make sense to me. I'm a little bit lost. I'm at a loss for words. I'm speechless because I can't even believe it. It was his 40th anniversary at the Hollywood Bowl. That's where we saw him. And Steven Spielberg was like a master of ceremonies kind of thing, and he would introduce different pieces, especially with his movies. And he did a ton of stuff. You can look it up. It was a 3-day event. But for me, and this is even more important than Star Wars. Star Wars is great, but it's very cliche. John Williams conducted the LA Philharmonic at the Hollywood Bowl, and he did one of I think it is my favorite piece by him. Very specific. I don't know. I think the official title is Escape, Chase, Goodbye, or Escape, Chase Finale, whatever, from E.T. It's the last 15 minutes of the film. It's basically when they figure out that the kids are escaping to the very last, you know, scene when the ship flies off. So this is before the bike chase. It's like kind of they're getting to the bike chase. It's about 15 minutes, and it's an amazing piece. And he did that. He could have done anything from E.T. He could have done the flying theme. He could have done Adventures on Earth. These are all pieces from E.T. that aren't necessarily from E.T., but they're like on the scope, you know, like, I don't want to say the soundtrack, but a lot of times when you buy scores, it's not what you actually hear in the movie. They're like pieces for like the CD or the album or whatever. So this was like legitimately framed for, like, they played the movie and they just played the last cut of the film. And that is one of my very favorite pieces in music ever. And I was getting emotional throughout the whole concert, but I actually sobbed during that because I didn't expect it. If he had played anything else from E.T., I would have been super happy, probably would have cried. But him playing Escape, Chase, Goodbye from E.T. it meant so much to me because it's just something that, here it is. I don't want to, this isn't an E.T. video. But him playing that I'm watching the movie, I'm like there, and the movie alone makes me cry. That's an emotional scene for me. I'm looking, and the music is very emotional to me. So then you're there, I'm there live. John Williams is there. He's there, like, standing, conducting the John Williams, and that's already getting me, like, sobbing. And then Steven Spielberg is there, and he didn't just go away every time he talked. He actually sat with the orchestra and just sat there. And I was like, okay, so my brain, I'm like, there's John Williams conducting the finale to E.T., and there's Steven Spielberg just sitting there. Like, two heroes of mine. Like, Steven Spielberg, directed my childhood in terms of movies, and then John Williams composed my childhood in terms of music and everything. So enough about that, but I just had to share. And so when we were in LA, we actually bought this, which is the John Williams Steven Spielberg Ultimate Collection. I think only 1,500 of them were made, but it's a vinyl set, so you can see it there. And it's pretty awesome. It's really cool. Some of it has actually been re-recorded, like John Williams, they decide to re-record some things, but it's a really cool set. It's by At the Movies, music on vinyl, which is like a really high quality printing for vinyl. I'm not as into vinyl. I'm not like a vinyl collector, but my husband is, and because he's also really into John Williams, he had to pick that up. So I wanted to show it because it's really cool, and as like I'm a huge John Williams fan, so whoa. Anyway, the shirt I'm wearing, we got the equivalent in poster, so we're going to put it up in sort of our entertainment room. It says the dates, like John Williams at the Hollywood Bowl. Super cool. I had to share that. Not really geeky, but I think a lot of you guys will appreciate it and think that's pretty neat. So let's get into the pickups. Sorry, like this whole video is just that, but I had to share. So first up, I haven't done a pickups video in a long time because I've kind of been building, so let's go with Octopath Traveler. I'm playing this currently. I'm very slow at games, so I am still playing it. Love this game a lot. I recommend this to everybody. I remember when I first heard about this, I was just like dying to have it, and it doesn't disappoint. This is amazing. I love it. The only complaint I would say is that it is kind of 8 stories, and the 8 characters being together doesn't really make sense. So, each character story on their own, really good. I'm really into it. I'm invested. But the fact that all 8 of them are together kind of makes no sense to me, and it's a little disjointed that way. But honestly, and this, I never thought I would say this because I'm a story-heavy person, but the game has me hooked based on visuals alone. The game is gorgeous. So if you like JRPGs, in my opinion, this is a must-own and a must-play. Next up is Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. We wanted to get this. We have it obviously on Wii U, but I just never come down to play the Wii U, and the Wii U is starting to become really useless. So we finally did get this on Switch. As a joke, I killed a spider that my husband didn't want to get because it was really, really disgusting. Or it was like a trap anyway, it's disgusting. He didn't want to pick it up because there was a gross spider in it. And so he bought this for me as my killing the spider gift. The next one is a game I've wanted for a long time, and I finally found it at the pawn shop we always go to, and that's Wipeout 2048 for the Vita. Really stoked on this because it's just a fun killing time game, and I'm really excited to check it out. I literally just bought this a couple days ago, so really, really stoked. Next up is a game that I actually got for free from Rainbite. They gave me the code to check it out when it first came out, and that is Reverie for the Vita, and I decided I needed to own it physically because it was just such a good game. So I highly recommend this. I have played it, I have beaten it. I didn't really do an official review, but I did an impressions video, and it's so worth it. If you guys don't know what this is, and you don't even need to get the physical copy, just download it on the eShop. It is great, PS4 and Vita, and apparently it's coming to Switch. So if you really want to, maybe hold out, but I don't know. If not, just grab it on the Vita and the PS4. This is so worth it. It's like Earthbound and Legend of Zelda combined. Gameplay is Legend of Zelda, and the graphical style and humor is like Earthbound. So 2 wins. It's super fun. I thoroughly enjoyed my time with this. One of my favorite Vita games. Next up, we have a game that I found actually on a road trip. We hit up a GameStop just because I was looking. They actually had a shelf with Vita games on it, which is extremely rare these days. And as I was looking, I saw a game that I was like, yeah, I could do that. And that is, I think it's pronounced Seven Scarlet. It is an Otome game, which sounds super nerdy. Just saying that sounds cringy. But I've never actually played one before. I do currently have a Hakuoki game, I believe, and I can't find the cartridge, which is really annoying. It's probably got, I don't know why, but it must have ended up in a purse that got put away or something. So I have the case and I can't find it, so I'm gonna give this a go and see if I like it. I feel like it's either gonna be I'm either gonna hate it and think it's boring, or I'm gonna love it. So I'm hoping I like it because I don't know, there's a bunch of games in this genre that look interesting to me. Next is one of my husband's games. Just got this the other day. He wanted it really bad, and that is Project Cars 2. He just really wanted it, and that is his game. I'm not really into it. It's also more realistic. I'm not like a realistic racing person. I'm like the Mario Kart Wipeout stuff, so I'm not really into this, but cool that we have it. The next one is Nier Automata, however you say that. I got this a long time ago, but just I think I missed it in the last pickups video, so here it is. I have tried this. I think I've played like 3 hours, and don't like hate me, but I'm not loving it. It's not grabbing me. I don't know. I want to keep playing it, but the reason I didn't really continue on with it is because it just didn't grab me. I don't know what it was, but something wasn't clicking. So I will definitely, obviously, continue to play it. If I don't like it, I'll stop. I'm at the point now in life where if things are boring, I just cut it right out. But I have only played like 3 hours, so maybe it'll pick up. If you guys love this game, and I know everyone does, please tell me, because it looks like my thing. It actually really does. This is like my kind of thing, so hopefully I like it. So the next one is one of my husband's games. It's sort of like a time killer kind of game for him, and it's Mud Runner. It's a sim game. He really likes sim games, and it's like the most depressing game you'll ever watch. You're like driving logging trucks in Russia, and I'm like, damn, like talk about depressing. But he really enjoys this sim aspect. The last game is a tragedy in terms of cover. It is a used GameStop game with no cover. Yes, it was a good deal, and we had this like 15% off coupon, and we were also getting another game. We were getting Project Cars 2, and I was like, at first I told the guy, I was like, no, I don't want that, ew. And then I thought, maybe I can print a cover, because I at least have the case. So someone please find me a cover for this, please, because it is really gross. It is just gross. It's Kingdom Hearts 1.5 and 2.5 on PS4, yeah, it's in this nasty case, but at least I do have the proper case, and if we can find a cover to print, I'm happy with that. That's just fine, because I own the game legitimately, so whatever. This is gross. Yeah, I really want to play Kingdom Hearts, and quick story on this. Kingdom Hearts is the first PlayStation 2 game I ever owned. It's still up there. I still own it, but I don't want to play it on PlayStation 2. That is just, ugh. So I rented it as a kid, and I did the first part, where it's kind of like in Sora's world, and I was like, whoa, this is so cool. It's like Final Fantasy looking, just the graphics, it was just blowing my mind. Keep in mind that this is really early, and you're coming off the N64 and stuff, and so like, whoa, like this was unbelievable. Had like an opening theme song. It was just unreal. And so then I asked for it for my birthday, and so my mom and dad got it for me for my birthday, and so I played through. I guess I didn't need to play through it again. I had it on memory card, and as soon as I got to the Disney part of it, I was like, ew, and never played it again. It was so gross. But now I'm like, I don't know. I feel like I've grown as a gamer, and I'm more tolerant of something like that. Maybe I'll like it, and so many people like it. I like Disney, so I feel like, why wouldn't I like this? I don't know. I feel I'm going to give it a shot. I'm definitely giving it a shot. For like the price I got it at, really worth it. And so my fingers are crossed, because, Kingdom Hearts 3 was just announced, so I got to work my way through these. So, fingers crossed that I like it. So those are all the video game pickups, plus the John Williams vinyl that I have to show. I bought some manga on my trip, but I'm not going to show that, and obviously other fun stuff. But in terms of games, that is what we have. I thought, it's stacked up now. It's definitely worth doing a pickups video. So, that's everything I got, and I will see you guys in the next video.